Hi, I'm Virginia Wilcock, winemaker at Vasse Felix, Margaret River's founding wine estate. Margaret River is a very unique and beautiful place in the world of wine. There's a number of factors that influence this. One is these ancient soils, millions and millions of years old. There's no volcanoes, earthquakes, floods, droughts that have changed our land. It's healthy and beautiful ancient soil that grows grapes at a moderate level, growing low yields but very, very high quality. The climate is Mediterranean with a maritime influence. This in itself is quite unique because we get beautiful warm dry summers, perfect for ripening grapes. But this maritime influence is a cold maritime influence coming from the Indian and Southern Oceans. Very cool, incredibly fresh breeze that keeps the temperature of the grapes very moderate, fresh and vibrant. There's an energy to the fruit here. And then you've got the isolation of Margaret River. Perth's the most isolated capital city in the world, and then you've got a 3-hour drive south to get to the Margaret River region. So we have freedom. We have freedom to create whatever we think the land can deliver us at the best quality. And that's genuinely true to the Vasse Felix philosophy. We learn from the land to create something that represents a place and a time within a vintage, because that is the most beautiful thing about wine. Wine has to represent a place first and foremost. So I guess that's driven Vasse Felix to organically all of our fruit. It's a family-owned estate, owned by the Holmes of Court family. They have a long-term vision of Vasse Felix being here in 100, 200 years, that this, we hope, will be a great wine estate of the world. Filius is Latin for son of, and at Vasse Felix it is the son of our chief varietals here in Margaret River, and Cabernet is one of the greatest. The Filius Cabernet Sauvignon tends to be individual parcels of Cabernet Sauvignon that have a lighter framework and a softer, more elegant tannin profile. So they still have the fragrance and the beauty of Margaret River Cabernet, but it tends to be a beautiful earlier drinking wine that we don't lash with a lot of new oak, because we want this wine to show the pure fragrance of Margaret River fruit. So the perfumes we will always see in Margaret River Cabernet, light herbal nuances with that beautiful, elegant blackberry and red berry fragrance underlying. So when the fruit comes into the winery, we are 100% naturally fermented, whole berry, we don't crush the fruit. So they're gently pressed after wild fermentation, and they go to all old oak barrels for at least 12 to 15 months, so that the fruit has time to harmonise, to soften, to age beautifully before it comes together and we bottle the wine. The Chardonnay that makes up our Filius is actually from the Vasse Felix vineyards. They are site selection of parcels of fruit that have a lighter framework and elegance, multiple clones grown with different soil, different aspect, where we end up with a really pretty fruit framework with a lovely elegance. So we still ferment all of our Chardonnay in barrique, all wild fermentation. We're very respectful with the fruit in this wine, where there's only about 15% new oak. We don't want to smother the wine, but we want the complexity of Vasse Felix style of Chardonnay. So we've basically got a beautiful perfumed wine with layers of elements of the wild yeast, the slight oak nuances, but a really beautiful, clean, fresh acid and lovely texture that we get here in Margaret River. Over the years, with every plot of Chardonnay and Cabernet, we've realised that these are our supreme strengths of the Margaret River region, and that when we focus on them, we learn so much more about those varieties and we just become stronger. So hopefully that Cabernet and Chardonnay from the Margaret River region is not just some of the greatest, but some of the most unique and beautiful expressions that you can drink.